never been blocked, she ain't did shit. Baby, chin I got big teeth. OG plug, niggas run around big bricks. Want me to control her, this whole skits. I'm rolling up.
Welcome to Cabin Essence, and I know you miss me. It's been a while. How's your day been?
Did you eat?
How's your mother? How's your father?
Have you been eating? The concept of this video, what is this about, all right? So let's say you see your homeboy at a function and he's actually spitting game, shooting a shot at a woman. You're like, oh my gosh, I want to ruin his life. Don't worry, because I can help you. I'll give you 5 tips, 5 ways that you can slime your homeboy when he's shooting a shot, spitting game or whatever, as they call it. Before we get to it,
Welcome to the internet.
okay, so I just did one of my first laps in chemistry today. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you one thing. They rubbed me the wrong. They didn't rub me the wrong way. Just rubbed me. I was in there for about 3-4 hours. I think 4 hours now. My back hurts. Right? I don't know why someone should be standing for that long. I don't know why someone should be standing for that long. I feel like there should be capital punishment at some point. Really. Yeah. I feel like I've been molested. I've been to measure and re-measure things. I am a 6 foot tall. And what do you think I know about measurement? You're probably asking why I changed, and that would be a great question because I wanted to. Now let me follow up with another question. Why is it your business? I clocked you right there, didn't I? Clock number 1, what you're gonna do is when you're at the function, you're gonna secretly hide these coat-like clothes. Your homeboys, you're going to secretly hide religious robes, like robes that Catholic, Catholic, what are they called? You and your homeboys, you're gonna get clergy robes. So get some cheap clergy robes on Amazon, like you're a pastor or something, all right? And come to the function and equipped in your backpack, in your inventory or whatever. Whenever you see your homeboy raising up a girl, spitting game or whatever, you and your homeboy, you're both going to change in the bathroom or something and then come up to said homeboy. You're gonna come up to said homeboy and this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna put your hand on one of his shoulders and your other homeboy is gonna put his hand on the other. To say, whilst doing this, while you and your homeboy are putting your hands on his shoulder, you have to be towering over this guy. Like 2 titans on top of him. And you both are gonna tell him at the same time, don't you remember what day it is today? Don't you remember where you have to be? It was very important and you missed it. You missed the religious sacrifice. Today, my brother, we just killed a pig in the name of the Holy Lord. We ripped out its intestines and we used it to make glow stick rings out of how big they are. Be adamant on how he should have been there to see it and make it sound as communal as possible. I mean, you would already know how to do that since you're homeboys. And in the end, you're gonna give him a warning. Like, if you do this again, you're going to be kicked out of our cult. And you're going to call it the People's Temple's cult. If she knows, she knows. And if she doesn't, by then, she has to be freaked out. She has to be just livid, out of her mind. Like, what the hell is she looking at? Number 2, and this is important, that you have to be dressed up in suits and you have to have a couple papers with you. Just print out some BS or whatever. You can write random words, the SpongeBob type of thing. You can do anything. You can write anything on it. All right. You and your homeboys, you're going to have a stack of paper. That's all you have to know. And now the setting, it would have to depend. You can't do this at a function. You can do this while you're at a store. You can do this while you're in, college campus or something. But this is what you're going to do. And listen to me carefully. Once you and your homeboy, you see your other homeboy, spitting game at a girl and he's just walking by, you're going to interject them and come up to him as a salesperson. All right, let me repeat that. You're going to come up to him as a salesperson. This is going to be fun. Homeboy are going to gang up on him, cuddle up on him, and try to be adamant about a specific product to the point where you are borderline harassing him. And whilst you're doing all this, you're not harassing the girl. You're not touching her or anything. You're just coming up to the homeboy. And here's the goal. Also, by the way, you two are going to wear masks in order for it to be anonymous, or, print out another human face or something. Do anything to hide the fact that it's you. You are going to get said homeboy so pissed off to the point where he crashes out. Maybe he crashes out in front of the new girl he's talking to. It's immediate raps. This is all literally a psychological lose-lose for him. All right, because if he doesn't react, all right, what is he? All right, 2 guys are pressing up on him and he's not doing anything. What is he? Okay, and even if he does try to fight them or try to back them up or something, or try to engage in combat, what would that also be described? That would be described as someone who has zero self-control, as someone who crashes out too often, as someone who needs to regulate their emotions. This may be foolproof, all right? This may or may not be foolproof. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you that. You and your homeboy, you're gonna wear some sort of mask, all right? And you see him walking up on the street again. You guys are gonna pretend that you're doing YouTube interviews. Obviously, I don't even have to say you guys. It can only be one person. You are gonna go up to your homeboy and tell him that you're doing, just YouTube interviews or something, and ask if she wants to be on camera as well. She says yes, immediate wraps. But okay, let me get to it. Also have $1,000 worth of fake money in your hands. You're gonna have the $1,000 worth of fake money in your hand. You're gonna tell specifically your homeboy to do something incredibly stupid in front of your girl, all right? Just incredibly stupid. And it's $1,000, all right? $1,000 worth of good money. You can pay off tuition with it. You can do anything with it. So what does he have to lose? Ask him to do anything that could give her the egg, all right? Anything that would give anyone the egg. And if you think this won't work, $1,000 are on the line. Literally only an NPC would reject the money. Number 4, and you're gonna use AI on this one, all right? Artificial intelligence, baby. What you're gonna do is call your homeboy when you know he's at a function, all right? And what you're gonna have with you is an AI female vocoder. Now, you may lose some aura points, but what you're gonna start doing once he picks up the phone, the second he does, you're gonna start moaning like crazy, all right? And so you do expect them to say nothing, or probably, drop the call or something, but keep on calling him. All right, and whenever he picks up, you're gonna say, I was expecting some phone, bedroom athletics. All right, I was expecting some phone sex. I can't say the word. All right, but I was expecting some phone SCS or whatever. All right, and you're gonna say that as loud as possible. Okay, if he doesn't pick up the phone, this whole method is literally like futile. Number 5. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's gonna be a recurring process where I have 0 number 5s. I either forget it or I literally don't know what I'm saying. This is all from the fly. I would ask you to come see me play Roblox, but I gotta lock in. I actually have to eat. Want to see me eat?